everyone. So this is my third video on 3D to 5D ascension, and I feel like today I'm going to go into a bit more detail. So just to warn you, one thing I find that I have been doing that I felt like I needed to say in case it resonates with anyone is that I've been checking in with myself before I post a status, a video or anything, and checking that it comes from my heart and not from fear of wanting to wake people up, because that's a completely different energy. So there's been a few times when I've gone to write a status because I'm like, please, and then I'm like, that's not the energy I want to put, so I'll sort of delete it. Not sort of, I delete it. And then I don't post until it's coming from a heart-centered place. So I just felt the need to share that. Not really sure why. But one thing that's been coming to me as I meditate, which last night, the energy was amazing. I meditated to open up my heart chakra some more. And then I was like spinning, and it was like I was on a waltzer, but like in a really calm way. And I just had this big smile on my face, and like, it was amazing. I loved it. But one of the things that keeps coming to me from my higher self is that I'm going to be a light leader, not just a light worker like I have been for the last few years, but actually lead from the front. Now, making these videos really scares me because I feel like I don't really know enough. Why am I sharing it? I don't know enough as the people that I follow and things like that. But this is part of it, because every time I post a video, it allows me to grow more and step into what I'm here for. So yeah, I'm hoping these videos resonate with some people, even if it's just to plant a seed. But as I always say, please go and do your own research. Anything I say, whether you believe it or don't believe it, just go and have a little look into it, and then you can make your own informed decision. And yeah, that's the way we should do it. Okay, so I've got my notebook again today. Right. In this 3D to 5D ascension, I hope I've made it clear that we are not going to a different planet. It is this planet, and we can tap into 5D now. As like with that meditation yesterday, I've never really experienced anything as strong as that yet, but it's because there's so many people already in 5D and above that are holding the space for us, so it's quite easy to tap into. Like, I felt like last night this undeniable amount of love, and I was like, I've never experienced that before. So it felt like I could have tapped into it then. And that's because people are holding space for us, which is amazing. So one thing I have learned from Magenta Pixie is there is a 3-part sort of process that, well, there's more than 3 parts, but for this particular one to help you ascend is to, first of all, know about what's going on in the world. We as human beings do not really like to go into the darkness. I'm an advocate for that. I didn't for years and years and years. And I mean your own darkness, like if you've had a divorce or you've had a bad childhood, like we don't often want to go back there, especially if we feel like we're over it. But if we haven't actually gone into the darkness, we haven't healed. So it's there in our aura or trapped in our bodies. It's stored because we need to release it, and we're not really taught, well, not really taught, we're not taught unless we go and look for it, how to help yourself with this. So a bit about the darkness, which I haven't really spoke about, because what I've done is when I've posted videos, left it open to you. If you want to contact me, then I will send you in some sort of direction, and then it's up to you to have a look, whether you believe it, don't believe it, that's entirely up to you. We are, or have been, controlled beyond belief. Now, you might think, like I did personally, this was me, that it's probably the government. Like, they probably are sort of manipulating things. Do you really vote, or is that rigged? You know, like that sort of level of deception. That was my perception of it. It is so much bigger than that. People in government are merely puppets. And now I fully understand why, you know, when people are going to, they're going to want to be PM, and they have all of these big ideas, and they're like, you know, I want to change the world, and and then they get into Parliament and they're nothing like they said. I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with the fact that they believed that they could do these things, and then they get into power and realize they are literally just puppets. And this goes big, 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 big. Now, these people that rule the world have programmed us through our TVs. They've programmed us through media, film. They put fluoride in our water. They poison us with our fruit and vegetables, what they put on our fruit and vegetables. It's just, I don't want to go too much into it, but I just want to say it's so much bigger than what you think, and they are brainwashing us all the time. An example of this, they have to tell you, okay? They have to tell you what they plan to do, and they do this in our films and TV. And us not noticing and us not saying anything is to them us agreeing to it, okay? So, example of this is the 2012 Olympics. I watched a video the other week, and they literally told us about this virus that was going around. They even had Boris Johnson in a hospital bed. Like, it is insane. But we as human beings, we love to be right. We don't like to be wrong. As I've said again and again, I never like to be wrong, and I have been so wrong. That now the biggest thing that I've learned is that I know nothing. That's actually, so when anyone sends me anything, even though I know everything that I sort of know, and then someone sends me something else and I think, well, that sounds a bit crazy. I think, well, I know nothing. Let's do some digging, and I'll do some digging. So, yeah, the 3-part ascension is going into the darkness, finding out exactly what's happening, breaking out of the matrix. Then the second thing is not consenting. So this is fact, they are planning to put it doesn't sound like fries, but it's like fries, but it begins with C and it's got the word hips in it. They're trying to, I can't say the words because they're taking all the videos down. So they want to put fries into your body, not fries, hips with a C at the front. And this is like part of a really big plan, okay? And it sounds wacky if you haven't looked into it, but I'm sorry, that is the truth. That is what they're trying to do. So you go into the darkness, you find out that that is their plan. You say that you do not consent to it. Simple as that, you do not consent. Then, third thing, you have to love and forgive these people. Now, when you find out what these people are like and what they've done, it's very hard to say that you love and forgive them. But when I say love and forgive them, I don't mean you've got to love them and be their best friend, but you do need to forgive them. Law of attraction works that if you keep putting out what you don't want, you're going to attract it to you. And we're very, very powerful beings. As much as we haven't been led to believe that we are, okay? So you saying what you don't want will actually attract it to you. But, as Magenta Pixie says, if you end it with you loving them, forgiving them, then that counterbalances it. Now, you are me and I am you, and we are all one. And at the minute, it really doesn't feel like that because it is so divided. It is, as I've said, 3D and 5D, mainstream media, living in fear, God versus science, me versus you, black versus white, 3D. 5D, love, 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 love. You love them that much. You can see the bigger picture. So everyone that's in 5D now, which isn't me, but I'm just saying everyone that's in 5D now can see how this is all playing out. And they know that we are going to be in this new earth here on earth. We are going to live it, but nobody knows what sort of direction it's going to take because it's up to us, the people, to wake up. And we need lots and lots and lots of people to wake up. Now, from January to here, what are we in? May? It's gone insane. Me included. Like, I woke up in this time. From speaking to people that are religious, because I don't really know much about different religions, but they knew that something huge was coming in 2020. Spirituality, we learned that 2020 was the big awakening. I don't think anyone was quite ready for how insane it's gone with people waking up. Now, there's people waking up, as I said before, that do not have a spiritual practice, and they're waking up realizing that we've been in like this matrix, and almost everything that you've ever been taught I'm not saying everything, but almost everything is honestly a lie. And if you don't have a spiritual practice, if you don't pray, or if you don't have anything, it's going to be a scary time. So me making these videos is just my way of saying, hello, I'm here. I'm working really hard. I'm meditating. I'm doing lots of healing work, lots of shadow work to be fully centered, ready to help you when you do wake up, because I have every faith that all of my family and friends and everybody listening to this is going to wake up. To be on this ascension plan, it's not, you don't have to, as far as I'm aware anyway, I could be wrong. I don't actually know this. This hasn't been like, this is just from what I've gathered from watching lots and lots of different people. But it's just breaking free from the matrix. So you just need to realise that we've been in this matrix, and now it's time to realise that that isn't actually the truth. And then be willing to let go of everything that is 3D. All your emotions that don't matter. All your bitterness, all your, hanging on to things that people said 5 years ago. We all do it. We're human. It's natural. But letting go of that and coming together. They are taking down and censoring everything right now that is not fitting their narrative. And when I was watching, she's called 3D-5D Consciousness on YouTube, she was saying, like, why are they not taking down flat earth pages? Why are they not taking down Bigfoot pages? Because that doesn't matter to them. They're taking down the ones where we're all uniting, because right now, us uniting is literally the worst thing that could happen to the people that are in control. Okay, they own all of the news, everything. So you're never going to learn this. And one of the big things that we have to get over, I had to get over it as well, is believing that if you're a doctor, if you have some sort of title, if you wear a white jacket, that you know more than somebody else that hasn't got these things, who hasn't got the best degree in the world. This is not true. I am telling you, the people that are sharing this stuff have done so much research. Now, if you see a post, this is all I'm saying, right? If you see a post and someone shares it, right, instead of ignoring it or dismissing it, just look at it, because it might not be that thing that wakes you out of this matrix, but it might take you somewhere else. They keep calling it rabbit holes because you end up everywhere and you're like, oh my gosh. And it's been the most amazing, crazy roller coaster ride in the world. But all you have to do is break free from the matrix. So find something and just go and have a look. And even if you have a look, right, and then you say to somebody, look, I'm really sorry, I did actually have a look at that, but I don't actually agree with you. You looked. And we almost came together, because at the minute it's like polar opposites, and it's like you can really, really see it. And it is so vital for us right now to come together. So I realised that I waffled on for quite a bit. But go and have a look at the Olympics, see what I'm talking about. And also remember the 3-part ascension process. Magenta Pixie's got videos on this on YouTube, but you go into the darkness, you find out what the plan is, you say that you do not consent, and you can write that down, you can say it publicly, you can put it on a Facebook status, whatever it is, you say you do not consent, and then you love and forgive these people, because if we are just angry at everybody all the time, that isn't 5D either. You've got to forgive, so that hopefully their souls will realise what they've done and they can, maybe become good. I don't know, but not be stuck in this horrendous way of thinking and believing. Like, I know it's hard. I get that. We're human as well as we are spiritual beings. But yeah, it's time that we show the world how we want to move forward. And that is with love. And I love you. Any questions, let me know. See you soon.